We'll do a walk through the saloon area on the main deck. This is entering the companionway and observing the boat straight down the centre line. We'll look at each area individually. Upon entering the main saloon door, immediately to port is a bar area. It also acts as additional bench space for the galley opposite. The bar has generous storage for spirits and wine, holds a 4.5 kilo dry powder extinguisher, and has access directly through a lifting hopper window to the sink outside and the cockpit area adjacent. Looking forward from the corner of the bar area, there is a large isotherm 12-volt refrigeration unit which contains a fridge behind the right-hand door and a freezer behind the left-hand door. This is freezer, and this is fridge open. In front of the bar there is an electrically lifting panel topped with timber which hides a LCD television which can be viewed from the far side. Opposite the bar, on the starboard side of the vessel and extending for approximately 3 metres forward of the doorway, is the considerable galley. This has a domestic range in the aft corner, adjacent another opening hopper window which opens across the top of the freezer to the cockpit area. There is lots of bench space, lots of drawers, and 2 separate refrigeration units, both 12-volt isotherm systems. The forwardmost fridge is a 12-volt front opening refrigerator. The after unit has a fridge like the bar on the right hand side and a freezer forward of that. Between the bar and the fridge is a large floor hatch which is access to the engine room. We'll come back to that. The finish on the floor is Flotex commercial carpet. It's best described as a hairy vinyl. It's a very hard-wearing commercial carpet which can be scrubbed. It's ultraviolet stable and it has acoustic properties to minimise noise from the engine room. Ahead of the galley and bar, located on the port side of the vessel, is the dining area. This has a large table supported by 3 stainless posts and leather finished seating. This has been designed with thick bolstered backing so that when the backing is removed, the squabs are wide enough to be used as individual beds, providing 2 single berths. The television is under the timber lift-up panel to our left. Opposite the dining area is more bench space and more storage. Ahead of these areas is the internal companionway to the lower level cabins and to the port side, the helm position. There are 2 side doors, one immediately adjacent the helm position and one directly opposite, providing excellent access for mooring the vessel single-handed. The seating is designed to be removed so that you can have a sitting or a standing position with comfort. This is the view from the helm position looking forward. There is excellent visibility all around the vessel from the helm position. Visibility looking aft from the helm position is also excellent. The panoramic windows give views all around the vessel and are unimpeded. To aid in docking the vessel, there are external cameras which can be shown on the Simrad systems on the dash, showing the view down the side of the vessel and its proximity to a dock. The vessel is extensively equipped with navigation gear, all current model Simrad equipment. From the right, there's a Fusion entertainment system over a Simrad VHF, comprehensive fuel and electrical engine management panels, a second Simrad VHF, a Magnesign battery management and charging system, single lever controls, two large Simrad daylight LCD panels which supports all of the navigational displays, and on the port side of the dash, radar and autopilot controls both Simrad. The radar overlays to the GPS screen and is a 24-mile digital system. There is a remote control for the autopilot. There is an all custom made electrical panel. The electrical installation on the vessel is of the highest order, having been undertaken by Wayne Love, one of Brisbane's premier marine electricians. This panel is to the right and below the helm position, and adjacent the companionway which accesses the lower cabins. There are 6 steps down companionway stairs to access the 2 cabins and bathrooms below the main deck. From the bottom of the internal companionway stairs, this is the view looking forward. Looking directly ahead into the bow, there are 4 bunks. Below the bunks you can see a power switch for the bow thruster, which has its own battery system. The stem of the bow, being the lowest part of the boat, is the area to which the bilge drains when the vessel is at rest, so there are 4 bilge pumps set up in the bow to remove water from the lowest levels. From the bottom of the companionway steps we move to the port side to the master cabin. The master cabin has an island queen-size bed, able to be walked around with generous storage under and beside the bed. Forward of this, and accessible only from the cabin, is a private ensuite bathroom. The ensuite bathroom for the master cabin is generous in size. It has a completely enclosed separate shower compartment and high quality modern vitreous china fittings. The electric flush toilet discharges to a holding tank system. The forward cabin has 4 bunks. There is sufficient width in the upper bunks to be used for 3 small children rather than 2 adults, or alternatively is an ideal storeroom. Moving back towards the companionway, the master cabin is visible on our right on the port side of the vessel, and opposite it is a small cabin which has a king single or small double berth. Between the cabin we just visited and the forward cabin on the starboard side is another bathroom for access by all members of the vessel. This has similar vitreous china, high quality fittings and full flush toilet, and a large separate shower compartment with a glass door. It's lit by both LED lighting and a skylight above.